That is
There's
still...
a little doggy.
Oh, there's
pooping in your yard.
Aw, man. Well, you're gonna take it dump right there. I bet you that motherfucker's not even gonna pick it up either. Look at that motherfucker. Bald ass motherfucker. It's too warm for that coat, sir.
It is.
I hope you have
a full-on coat. It's 65 degrees outside.
Fucker, yeah.
In January.
But you don't even have a poop bag in that fucking coat. Yeah, just walk on.
We see you.
I see you.
We see you.
I see you.
Hey, it's Sue.
And Megan in the restricted section.
And today we're doing the Clean Slate book tag.
Yes.
We were tagged by Paperback Junkie.
Yes.
And the original was done by Catalyst Reads.
Yes, and we'll link both of those videos down below.
Yes, we will.
And we are going to be drinking for this video this Lil Lucy's Hot Pepper Ale.
Yep. It is a golden ale with serrano and jalapeno peppers added. God bless you.
Thank you.
And this is by Weston Brewing Company, which is where? Weston Mo.
Oh, hey.
Where's Weston, Missouri?
I don't know where Weston, Missouri is.
Don't know.
But it's
Never heard of it.
from here in our home state.
It is. Smells peppery.
Does it smell spicy?
It does.
Oh my.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Weirdly good, though. I like it.
I don't know yet if I do. Let me just...
It has like a brief just taste of like jalapeno pepper to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it just tastes like beer again.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of spice and then...
Yeah. I
It's
like
pretty
it.
good. Yeah, it's different. I don't think
Yeah.
I've had anything like it before.
No, I've had like those Mexican chili pepper ales, but those are usually
Yes.
dark.
Yeah, like hot chocolate, like a Mexican hot chocolate
Yeah.
kind of.
But
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever had a golden ale with pepper. It's good though. I like it.
I dig it.
All right, so let's get into these questions.
Well, let us do it. So the first question is, are there any genres that you're going to read more of or less of in 2018?
I don't think so. I might end up just by chance reading more classics this year because one of my goals is to read the oldest books on my shelf, and it turns out that a lot of them are classics. So I might end up reading more of those, but I don't really have a plan to read more or less of anything.
I'm going to read more romance novels in that I'm going to read one for the Read Harder Challenge. Yeah, otherwise I don't think I have a plan for more or less of anything.
Next question. Are there any books you have recently read that changed or challenged some of your own philosophies and beliefs?
I would say, what's that book called? Chasing the Scream. I read that last year, but like toward the end of it, and it talks about the war on drugs, and it made some like really interesting points about like complete legalization that I hadn't really considered. And it talked about countries that had done that and like what their programs looked like and the effect that it had on crime and stuff. Yeah, it was really interesting. So
yeah,
I hadn't considered it much.
I'm not really sure if I've read anything recently. I will say that like the Xenogenesis series was really interesting because you don't really know who to root for.
Yeah.
In it, so there's two like very conflicting views going on, but you can sympathize with both. And so it's a really interesting book that really made me think about things from many different perspectives, and I really still, after reading it, I still don't really know if there was anyone who was like in the right in that situation.
That's true, and like the whole like the alien species wanting to interbreed with humanity to create a new species, and humanity would rather like suffer and experience greater loss and death than do that. And that made me think about like how would I feel in that situation?
Yeah, but they were almost
They were kind of coerced.
they were kind of coerced. The way that the aliens went about it was a little non-consensual.
It was a little sketch. But yeah, and I was thinking like...
So yeah, it was just really interesting.
Yeah,
it made me think about a lot of different things and wonder, like you said, like how would I feel in that situation? And I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
We'll see, if a race of super intelligent aliens shows up, we'll see what happens, I guess.
We'll see.
Alright, so who would you recommend for a newbie to watch?
I think it kind of depends on what kind of channel you're wanting to do. If you mean newbie as in like a new booktuber, like someone who has a new channel, I would say, I don't know, if you're wanting like someone who is really good at book reviews, I would maybe say like a Book Olive. I think she does really great reviews. Also, Unmanaged Mischief, she does really great reviews. If you're wanting someone who talks about like a wide variety of books, then maybe someone like Rency Reads. Or I don't know. It really just kind of depends on what you're into, and what kind of books you want to read, what kind of books you want to talk about.
I was gonna say Hardback Hoarder.
Yeah.
Just because her channel, it's really well put
like
together.
Channel goals.
Yeah, and she talks about a lot of different types of books. Her personality is very like high energy and entertaining, but it's not like
it's not over the top. It doesn't seem like she's putting on a show. It seems like she's still genuinely being herself.
Right. So I would say her channel, just for somebody who just does like an all-around like good channel.
Yeah.
And puts out really good content.
Yeah, that's a good one too. So any of those people, lots of other people, I would suggest
everybody just binge all the videos.
Yeah, just binge all the videos and see what kind of things you like and what kind of things you don't like, and
go from there.
Decide what things you want to incorporate into your own channel.
Yes.
Next question. Do you have a reading book bucket list?
I don't know what that means.
I'm thinking like things you want to read before you die.
Well, I guess everything on my TBR list, probably. I mean, all the books I own that I haven't read yet, and then I would like to read all of Margaret Atwood's works, and all of Toni Morrison's works, and all of Octavia Butler's works. But every time I read one of her books, I get really sad because she died in 2006, and there's no more books coming out.
Yeah, same for me. Everything on my TBR. I want to read all of Octavia Butler for sure. Probably all of Toni Morrison. I'm still on the fence about Margaret Atwood.
That's fair. Writing sounds weird.
So far, I haven't loved anything I've read by her, but I've only read 2 things. And what else? I don't know. Just all the things.
All the
There's
things.
So many more books that'll come out before I die, hopefully. Unless I die tomorrow. So I'm sure there'll be plenty more.
There's gonna be all kinds of shit to read.
Here's a bucket list. I want to read Vanity Fair, which is long as fuck, and Moby Dick, which is pretty long and arduous.
Yeah, it is arduous.
And I want to read more Victor Hugo. I want to read The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh, I bet that would be good.
Yeah.
Fucked up, but good.
What else? I don't know, there's actually probably a lot. Everyone keeps telling me I need to read The Stand, so I kind of want to read that, and it's long as fuck too. So, there's a lot on my bucket list.
It's true. All the things. What is it about BookTube that has surprised you the most?
I think I wasn't really quite expecting the community to be so wonderful and welcoming, and just to be so kind of close-knit, and yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. I had no idea that it was that close of a community. And
I will say, on a more negative aspect, I was also surprised by like the drama kind of as well, part of it, where there's, somebody will say something or do something and everyone will attack them, or a book will come out and half the people won't have even read it and will be saying that it's horrible, and stuff like that also was kind of surprising to me because I thought BookTube would be above that.
Yeah.
And I feel like our little area of BookTube
our little
is
corner.
less likely to do those kinds of things. But it's more that like the BookTube on Twitter gets a little much sometimes.
I would
But
say,
for the most part, BookTube is really welcoming.
It's a great
and nice community.
Yeah.
So, what are some of your goals? And it doesn't have to be just related to BookTube.
Well, one of my BookTube goals is I want to get a backdrop for right here so that it looks a little nicer. And then, like non-BookTube goals for this year are to do at least 3 things that make me uncomfortable. Because in 2016, I found that some of the things that I was like the most nervous to do were some of the things I had the most fun doing. And it got me like out of my little box, so that. And then use less plastic is always a goal. And be more diligent about my skincare. Because I'm getting wrinkles, y'all.
Yeah, for me, BookTube goals are, I already mentioned reading the oldest books on my shelves, kind of reading more for pleasure instead of feeling like I have to read certain things. Also, non-BookTube goals, I want to cook more at home because I hate cooking and I tend to eat out a lot and it's not good for me or my wallet. I want to be more assertive. I kind of tend to let people walk all over me, I think, sometimes. So I want to, tell people no. Tell people what I really think about things and what my ideas are, especially at work. And
Tell people to fuck off.
Tell people to fuck off. What else? I don't know. I need to also be more diligent about my skincare routine. I want to just establish routines in my life too, though, just in general, because I always struggle with that, with having like a normal sleep schedule. I never get enough sleep because I'm always staying up way too late, and just having like a normal routine where I, maybe get up and get dressed in the morning instead of working in my pajamas all day and stuff like that.
That routine thing is really hard because like I have things where I want to set goals like even something stupid like my whole skincare regimen thing. I want to do that like every night and every morning, but I know that I'm going to get fucking lazy and I'm not going to do it. And like
last night I slept in my makeup, which was really bad.
And it still looked fucking awesome this morning when you were Snapchatting me.
Well, it did.
By the way.
It did look fine in pictures, but like when I looked in the mirror, because I thought about like maybe I can just touch this up.
Right.
And when I looked in the mirror, I was like, no. So I took it off.
But and I was on this like healthy eating kick for like a couple weeks where I was like trying to, because breakfast is my shittiest meal of the day. I eat like Pop-Tarts every morning for breakfast because I'm 10 years old, and so like
I usually just drink coffee for breakfast.
I have to
eat food a lot of the time.
I have to eat or I feel oogie. But so I was doing really well for a while, and then I get fucking lazy and I just like fall off the wagon because I'm like, oh, I could do that, or I could just eat Pop-Tarts.
Right.
So yeah,
Pop-Tarts are so easy. I think aren't Pop-Tarts the one that like they have stuff in it that's not even legal in the UK, like in Europe?
Ooh, probably.
I think that's Pop-Tarts that you can't get them in Europe. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, I just ran out this morning, so
maybe you should choose.
Maybe I should choose not to. If I don't keep them in the house, then I can't default to them. So maybe I just won't.
Right. Is it you next, right?
Yes. If you could meet, dead or alive, any writer, artist, or musician, who would it be?
Probably Octavia Butler.
I was going to say that. Yep, Octavia Butler for sure.
Yeah, I can't really think of a musician I would really want to meet.
David Bowie.
He's pretty cool.
'Cause I love Mike Patton, but I think he's probably kind of a douche in real life, so I don't really want to meet him.
We're gonna meet
I would
Septic
kind
Flesh.
of. We are. We're doing a meet and greet with Septic Flesh, so that'll be fun.
That'll be super fun.
I kind of want to meet Katie Jane Garside from the band Queen Adrena, which that used to be my favorite band. They're not really my favorite anymore, but I still like them. But I just want to meet her because I want to know what her fucking deal is.
like just what
Because
is
she's either very eccentric and artistic or high as fuck all the time. And I'm not sure which it is. Probably the high one.
Probably the high one.
But she's just like, watching her like sing live is a trip because she'll just be like rolling around on the floor and like flashing her vagina to everybody and just like,
maybe she's proud of it.
Doesn't give a fuck.
Maybe she's just like, hey everyone, I'm very proud of my vagina. Please look at it.
Good for her.
I would rather no one see mine.
Yeah, me too, but you know.
Maybe
she's got a great vagina.
Maybe it's real pretty. Maybe it sparkles or something.
Could be.
I'm not going to judge her vagina.
Yeah, she also wrote a book called Indigo Vertigo, I think, or something like that. And I haven't read it, but from what I have read from the reviews, people were like, if you're a fan of Katie Jane Garside, you'll probably like this book. If you're not, you're going to be like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is this? That's funny.
Yeah. But Queen Adrena sort of inspired this tattoo I have on my arm.
That's a really pretty doll.
Yeah. My little dolly.
Yeah, I would say like Octavia Butler for sure, and then I don't know, man, like I feel like meeting any musician, like I think that, I mean, I'm sure there are musicians who are not complete douches, but like I think fame does something to some people, and I think that a lot of them it would like ruin my perception of them.
I don't have a big desire to just meet celebrities in general because I don't know. I don't want to ruin that perception I have of them, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
I just had like an internal burp. Alright, next question. Would you rather have your life written by your favorite author or be portrayed in a movie by your favorite actor or actress?
Written.
Yeah, written by my favorite author. I don't give a fuck about movies in general, so...
I don't really either. There's like a few that I care about, but no, definitely written by Octavia Butler.
Although it would be funny if there was like a movie about one of us and we were portrayed by Jeff Goldblum.
Both of us were portrayed by Jeff Goldblum.
Both of us.
He just wore a different wig. That would be Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
Call us and we'll set that up. Oh God, a movie about my life would be like the most boring fucking movie ever.
Too.
Alright, so what are some of the challenges you've had to overcome or would still like to improve upon in regards to your channel?
I think the biggest challenge was the like technology, part of it. Figuring out how to edit videos, how to improve our channel art, which I just recently figured out, which wasn't that hard. I could have figured it out a long time ago, but I'm lazy. But yeah, mostly the technological aspect of it was the most difficult for me.
Technology part still is the most challenging for me because like I can't fucking technology. And so Sue tried to tell me how to do something the other day and I was like, I completely fucked it up. So then I texted her and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, so that's still the hardest part for me. And then I don't know, just like feeling like I have things that are things to say that are interesting enough that other people are going to give a shit to listen to them. Because sometimes I'm like, stop talking.
Well, one issue I have is that I'm not a well-spoken person. It doesn't just come naturally for me. And I also am not much of a planner, so I don't like we don't script any of our videos out or plan them much ahead of time, which is probably not wise because for me especially, like, I'm bad at talking.
Can't talk good.
I don't talk good.
Can't talk real good. But that's what editing's for. So
yeah, edit out all those long pauses where I'm like,
Edit out all the dumb shit I say. Megan, stop talking. Megan, stop talking.
Question 10. What advice would you give to someone who is thinking about deleting their BookTube channel?
I mean, if you want to, then
yeah,
do
if you
it.
want to delete it, then delete it.
I mean, ask yourself what you want to be getting out of having a channel, and if you're not getting that, either change to where you are getting what you want out of it, or delete it.
Yeah.
Life's too short, man. Don't waste your time. Fuck it.
And question 11 is, who do you tag? I feel like this is is this supposed to be like a beginning of the year type of tag?
Well,
I don't know. We can tag some people.
It's on the first month of the year. So it could count as the beginning of the years.
Let's tag some people.
Let's do it.
I'm not sure who's done this or not. Let's tag Capricious Helen. Let's tag Miriam from Between Lines in Life.
She just recently started her channel, and we're very excited that she's on BookTube.
Yeah. She has a blog that she's had for a long time. It has been like a big part of the BookTube community, but she just now started her channel.
Yes.
And that's who I was thinking of.
And
the last person we're going to tag is Charisse Audrey.
yes.
So
let's see you do this tag.
all right. This beer, I like it.
Yeah,
It's a little like, I don't think I'd want to drink a lot of it at once.
no, I think it would give me heartburn if I drank a lot of it.
Yeah, it's already feeling like kind of warm in my tummy.
Yeah, it's warm like right here.
Oh, for me it's like down here. I don't really get heartburn.
I never did, and I remember like distinctly the first time I got it because I thought I was dying.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, I'm having a heart attack. This is it. This is how I go.
Oh, jeez.
It was bad. And I work with a bunch of like medical professionals, and they were like, dude, you have heartburn. Like, calm down. Like you're gonna be fine there, champ.
Yeah, I like it though, but it packs a punch, that's for sure.
It packs a wall up there.
There'll be some links below where you can find us other places on the internet.
And if you're not already subscribed to the restricted section, you should do it.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.